Okay, I'm in Crick today. XPO Logistics. I'm just going to have a quick walk around here so we can see how long it takes. So there's quite a few vehicles here. Just see a little shunt wagon. There's some open bays over there as well, which we'll get a proper look at in a few minutes. But yeah, that's where we are. XPO Logistics National Hub. Authorised trade testing facility. So they must do their own MOTs here as well. Cool. Hopefully we might see something like that in a minute. So there is a gatehouse down there where the lorries come in. And there's that shunter, look. Yeah, I missed it again. Let's take a little seat here for a minute. Have a little look around. So there's the gatehouse. It's down there. "10-mile-an-hour speed limit. Lots of bollards out. Obviously close the road off there, look, so that they have to go through the one-way system. Not that that'd be much of a deterrent for a lorry to get through. That looks like a truck wash down there as well. Can't really see a great deal from here, like I said. Now there is, we can't see it very well from here, but there is a wind turbine over there. But everything seems to be hidden quite well here. Can't see a great deal from here, to be fair. There is another gatehouse there, but I don't think there's anybody in there. I haven't seen any movement. It looks like all the windows are closed. Yeah, so there you go. XPO Logistics in Crick. So there's a stack of pallets over there. A little wheelie bin. Another unit over there, trailer unit. Looks like somebody's tried to demolish that fence at the back of the wagon. It hasn't been repaired. So there is a barrier open there, but it is on the site, so I think that's an out anyway, so I suppose it's not that much of a problem for security. Be more worrying if that one was open. But as you can see, that one is shut down. And then there is another gate. I'll flip round this way. There's another gate over there, and I think that's an out as well, which is also shut. And there's one just there where we was a few seconds ago, the other side of that green railing. There's a wagon there with some bits on. Not quite sure what they are. Not kind of sure what the logistics they do here. Probably a little bit of everything, I suppose. Lots of security cameras around. Up there. And an open shutter over there. More stuff on that wagon up there, look. But again, we don't know what they are. I did see a shunter lorry somewhere at the top there. I can't see it now. We'll have another look when we get the drone up and see. There's a forklift in there moving around. It's too dark in there though, can't see. So this is the other side of XPO Logistics. A lot more bays down here. It's a bunch of older buildings. Most of them empty, but there is a few with bits and pieces in. Stacked above the fencing, which is a bit worrying because really they shouldn't be above their fence line. So really they should only be 2 high, not 3 high. It's alright when they're in the yard, but up against the fence like that, I'd say that was a little bit dangerous. Because they're all empty, and anybody that's worked with IBCs will know that when they're empty, they fly around like kites. Unless they're on wooden pallets. Obviously the one with the aluminium frames, they do move around quite a lot. And there's no weight to them at all once they're empty. So there's a couple of skips there. More lorries being loaded. Look at them stillages, look. How high is that? How ridiculous having them that high above the fence. That's not safe at all, is it? That shouldn't be happening. But everything you've ever read about XPO Logistics, all the auditors that have been around to them, they do have some very untidy sites. Now this is my first one, so I'm not going to pass judgment, but I'd be concerned about them being stacked that high. As you can see, it's clearly way above the fence line, which is there. 1.5 stillages above the fence line. 2 meters. Yeah, not safe. Not safe at all. If somebody actually run into them from the other side, that could come careering over that fence quite easily. GXO Halfords. There you go. Now, it says there reception, but to me, that looks more like where a reception should be. A revolving door, lots of glass. Very strange. Seats outside? Don't know. So there's cycle racks there, but as you can see, every other couple is taped off so they can't be used. But then there was only 1 bike in there anyway. 4 picnic tables, and that's what I was saying. You'd think that'd be the reception, wouldn't you? And if you can see through the reflection, it's all open plan. 4-tier stairway going up. Revolving door. Certainly looks more inviting than that other door that says reception. Who knows? Probably method in their madness. Plenty of disabled parking, but absolutely no electric car charging points. Not that I've seen anyway. So the wind's blowing down here. It's a proper little wind tunnel. It's blowing me over. Definitely more than 20 miles an hour. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to get the drone up in this, but it could just be the dynamics of this little area here, because it's like a little tunnel. But this is still GXO, and there's the security office down there. This is where all the vehicles have to come in. Gates are both shut. Excellent. There is a big silo there, that must be for the fire suppression system. Can't see any other reason they'd have that on site. A couple of empty trailers. Well, a couple of unbuckled trailers. Not quite sure. Let's take a walk down, see what we can see. So we might see a trailer hooking up here. Just reversing onto one of them trailers I was showing you earlier. See if he does it correctly and puts all his hose on, lifts the legs up. It's not a shunter, so it would be manual. When the shunting's all done from inside the cab, you press the button, it lifts it up high enough for the jacks to clear the ground. Because on site, the only thing they really have to attach is the airline for the brakes. Because obviously without an airline the brakes are locked on. But they don't need lights and stuff when they're only operating around site. So there is a guy in that security office. He has looked up here a couple of times. He hasn't come out. Good man, probably knows the score. Not doing anything wrong. One man and his wheel. What could possibly be dangerous about that? So there isn't any electrical charging points that I can see. None. So a few cars up there. I mean, it's Friday, it's lunchtime. You'd expect a few more. We've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cars, 26 cars in the whole car park. That's shocking. Perhaps they've had too many accidents, they're all dead. Shouldn't say that really. But I think if they'd have an accident, longest time between accidents, 72 days and 10 days since the last one, I'd be a bit worried about my health and safety coming to a job here. Let's carry on walking up, see what we can see. So it says reception there. We won't be going into reception. We don't need to. We're doing everything from the outside. It's got hot. Yeah. Plenty of disabled parking. Absolutely no electric car charging points. Well, not that I've seen anyway. So I am being watched by the guy in the security office now. He's got a clear eye on me, but I haven't gone any further, so he can't really do anything. But he is looking. He's got his hand up to his eyes to block the sunshine so he can see me better. He might even have a pair of binoculars. Who knows? But yeah, there you go. Alright, buddy? Yeah, all good, mate. Enjoying the sunshine? Enjoying the sunshine? No, mate, no, I'm just looking around, just taking some measurements around the site, that's all. No, I'll have some spares. No, just got to come round, check all the road markings, take photos of everything that I can see. I've also got to fire a drone up as well and get some junction photos. But it's a nice day for it today. Wind's a little bit strong, but it is what it is. What do you do here? Oh, right, okay. So is it just Halford stuff they work here? Oh, right, okay. I was looking on when I come up, said the accident's on there. Not a very good record, is it? 10 days since the last one, 71 days is the longest I've had without an accident.
Yeah, so
Oh, really?
they went 70.
It's all gone tits up. Nothing serious though. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's good sort of representation of the company, and it shows good health and safety policies. And then you see that, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, that doesn't look very good. Yeah. 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 Well, I used to be an HSE auditor. So yeah, we used to go around to companies after accidents and find out how, why, where and when. Most of them were forklift related or machine related. But yeah, some of the sites that you saw were horrendous. But a lot of them were, like you say, just people not got the high vis on and walked into something they shouldn't have done, or you know, people not using the horn and clipping the door and stuff like that. So but they all have to go down as an accident, they all have to be reported, so yeah. Oh, did it used to be Clipper then? Yeah. So when it was Clipper, were they doing the same thing? Was it still Halfords? Oh, just changed names. So what's GXO stand for? Don't know. Because we can see a lot of them when we're doing this, but I haven't got a clue what they mean. I was just chatting to them over there, and they do aircraft seating. Strange place to have an aircraft seating thing, isn't it? Yeah, because you're nowhere near an airport, and it's Chinese owned as well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. No, all I've been tasked with is doing this estate today, and that's all I'm going to do because it's too fucking hot. I've been up to that snap van twice and had 2 burgers and a couple of cans of Coke, so it's not bad price either, is it? Oh, do they? Yeah. Unfortunately, we come to one place and we're here for a day, and then tomorrow I could be in Leicester or Nottingham or Northampton or wherever, you know, so. But it's not a bad job, you get to travel when it's not pissing down with rain. To wander around, see. And you get to meet some nice people as well. Alright, you get some arseholes, what are you fucking doing, and why are you doing this and why are you doing that? Well, I'm doing my job, mate, you know, we're all getting paid to do something. I might not like your job, so. The nature of the environment, isn't it, unfortunately? Yeah. Yeah. That's it, if you're planning something, you ain't going to be walking around with a fucking camera and a measuring tape and... No, exactly. Oh, look at me, I'm a thief. Yeah. Alright, buddy, no worries.
Let me know.
Yeah, no, I'm fine, mate, honestly. Cheers, bud. Unless you got any nice cold cans of Coke in there.
I've got a lot for free.
See you later, buddy. So that was quite a nice little interaction. He wasn't really interested, was he? Well, I didn't tell him the whole truth, but I did mention the drone, which didn't seem too bothered about. So now I'm out of that windy area. I'm going to sit down here for a second because I'm sweating my tits off. So yeah, GXO and XPO, according to the security guy, are sister companies. And this used to be Clipper. Still dealt with Halfords deliveries. But yeah, it used to be Clipper. And what I said earlier about the accidents, so there was over 700 days without an accident. But then, obviously something's happened. And now it's only 10 days since the last one, and 71 days between them. And apparently the management were quite annoyed about that because they've got a really good record. So, my assumption that health and safety isn't brilliant, there you go, that's what you do when you make assumptions, you make an arse out of you and me. So, I shouldn't really do it, because we moan about people jumping to assumptions about us videoing and filming. And I went and did exactly the same thing. But we can only go on the information that's available. Perhaps it should have said, our record is 761 days, or whatever it was. Unfortunately, it's only been 71 days since our last accident, 10 days since our last accident, and only 71 days between the last two. But I suppose a company like this, get a large staff turnover, you get a lot of people in and out, a lot of vehicles in and out. So it takes time for people to learn all the health and safety side of things. And some companies don't keep up to date with that, but apparently, according to the security guard, they do here. They're pretty good. So let's fly the drone. So here we are over XPO Logistics, and as I said earlier, quite a lot of bays, a lot of vehicles, a lot of trailers, and just down here you can see them stillages that are taller than the fence. Can't see very much movement, forklift just coming out there. And no solar panels on this one. Got a vehicle going in, and he'll go up to that security gate there. It's quite a big site for XPO. Quite a lot of units. All are like individual units, but all joined together, obviously. So there's the driver just going in through the security gate. And as he drives up a little bit, you should be able to see the truck wash on the left hand side there. And he stopped for somebody crossing the pelican crossing, zebra crossing, pedestrian crossing, whatever it is. So there's the truck wash. It is rather windy, so can't go too high with the drone, but we'll just watch this truck going around the back. And them two tanks there, right in the centre of the shot, they look like AdBlue tanks. Don't think they're diesel. Could possibly be, but I can see the blue label on them, so it's probably AdBlue for the vehicles. And as we carry on round, this is the view from the back of the site. I still have got visual line of sight on the drone, so that's good. And in the background there, you can see the M1 motorway. But carrying on up, you can see a lot of the trailers are actually undercover, which is good. And there's the transport office there. Another forklift driving around, loading up vehicles. They certainly have an awful lot of vehicles here. All different types of trailers as well. So they must use a lot of independent hauliers. There's a few of their own branded ones. one there with XPO written on it. And as you can see, look, loads and loads around the back. There's got to be 100 trailers here. And a little stack of pallets there. All looks quite tidy, to be fair. And there's the shunter tucked away in the middle there, look. So yeah, that's the motorway, the M1 motorway. And we are just at junction 18, so... And that's the size of the building. Surely they could get an awful lot of solar panels on top of there. But none whatsoever. Bit of a shame, really. But it is an old building, so it might not have a strong enough roof to support them, because solar panels do get quite heavy once you put a lot up there. And there's a walkway, goes all the way up through the middle. I suppose that's so they can get up there and do inspections. The units on the front, those three there, look fairly new, so they'll probably be added on so that they can get to... What are they? Yeah, so I'll say they've probably been added on just so they've got a bit of undercover storage or for loading and unloading vehicles. And then skip. And there's another shunter. So what's he going to do? Let's watch him for a second, see what he gets up to. No, he's getting out. Probably checking whether that's the trailer that he wants to pick up. And there's that silo there. I think that's for the water suppression at the back of GXO, this one now. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So where's that driver gone? Probably gone for a pee down the side of the trailer. So yeah, while we're here, motorway, M1 motorway. That's north, heading up towards Leicester, Nottingham. That way towards Northampton, Milton Keynes. It's midday on a Friday, so it doesn't look that busy, to be fair. And that's big industrial estate over at Crick and lots of wind turbines in the background. So this is the back of the GXO site, and they have got some solar panels on the front there, which is good. Not very many, I'm sure they could put a lot more up there. And that's just where I was talking to the security guard down there on that corner. Just down there. But yeah, quite a few solar panels. Could obviously get a few more on there, which would be good. And quite a decent sized building, to be fair. Fairly new. Let's just come around this way a little bit so you can get the front view of it. And there you go. Like I said, not many cars in the car park. A lot of car parking spaces, but not many vehicles at all. And all of them disabled parking spaces. And the cycle parking. And that's where I walked down, where the security guard was keeping an eye on me. And we can see that shunter on the move now. So let's have a look, see where he goes. Been for a pee down the side of the trailers. Now where's he going to go? Is he going to pick up a unit? A lot of pallets. And they're not stacked very high, so that's good. Not like over the road. And a lot of the Shep pallets there, the blue ones, which you're not allowed to own. They have to be rented apparently. I'm not sure how that works. It's not something I've ever dealt with. But they look like all old broken pallets at the top there. Can't really see much happening, not much movement around. And every trailer, pedestrian walkway all the way down the centre of the yard. Couple of undercover bays. And there's the shunter. Right, where's he going? Let's have a watch, see what he does. Is he going to hook up onto that? No, it's turning around going the other way. But you've just come from there, mate. Where are you going? He's stopping there. and their shunter is made by Terberg. They also make lorry mounted forklifts. A lot of people call them Moffat forklifts. They're not Moffat. Moffat is a trade name. Like people say Hoover instead of vacuum cleaner. Similar sort of thing. So he's turned around and he's gone back up again. And can't make up his mind where he's going. No, he's coming back again. Probably paid by the kilometre. So he can't make up his mind where he wants to go. No, turn around again. I think he's just enjoying driving, isn't he? No, he looks like he's going to the transport office. Eventually. Bit of a wide detour, and out he gets. Fully high-vised up. High-vis trousers, high-vis jacket. Safety boots. And into the transport office he goes. Lovely. So it is a big site. I don't want to go high because the wind's too much today, and it'd be nice to get a full 360 or at least the whole site, but that's not going to work because I can't get high enough to get it all in. I keep getting warnings up on the screen about the wind, so I do have to be very careful. That's probably about the best I can get just there. But it does look like a nice site, nice clean site, big. A lot of open, what do they call them? Skylights, I suppose. Let natural daylight into the site. And there you go, that's as much of the site as I can get in one shot. There you can see the silo on the left. Trailers parked up where the driver went for a pee. Pallets in the front, car park at the back. Pallets at the back, car park at the front. I knew what I meant to say. And that, my friends, is about it. So until next time, if you like the video, subscribe, press like, send a comment. I'll be happy with them all. Till next time, thank you very much. Bye bye.